Hello and welcome to Higher Ground Gaming. This is Eric. Things are getting exciting here as we're nearing the last 6 games of this season for the Boston Red Sox. Still 3 games out behind the New York Yankees. And the Red Sox are about to start a 3-game series. I think it's a 3-game series with the Detroit Tigers. Only 2 more series left in the year. Red Sox are currently on a winning streak. I can't remember how many. I think 4-game winning streak. The Yankees are unfortunately on a 6-game winning streak. So the Red Sox have not been able to get any closer in the last 4 games. The Red Sox did win this game 6-0 against the Detroit Tigers, and they do have their ace, Dennis Eckersley, on the hill. Unfortunately, it'd be Dave Rozema is the opponent, and I think he pitched the Red Sox fairly well last time, maybe even getting a victory against them. So the Red Sox will have their work cut out for them today. The Yankees are playing the Blue Jays, where the Red Sox just left. So the Yankees' schedule gets a little easier, although the pressure is still on them technically to win. The Red Sox can still, if the Red Sox keep on winning, the Yankees can get a couple losses. You can make things interesting. But time's starting to run out. So Mr. Brody is in his co-host seat there with Purple Monkey there. I had to bribe him again with a couple of treats in order to get him to co-host another game today, as we are on vacation. But this is exciting. We definitely want to get this series wrapped up here and hopefully get into the postseason. But we definitely got some work to do. In the last game, Jim Rice hit his 47th home run of the season to power the Red Sox and almost hit for the cycle. Just a double short of the cycle. So anyway, without further ado, let's get this game underway. Right, Mr. Brody? Mr. Brody has nothing to say. Here we go. Mr. Brody says, let's get going now.
Welcome to the stadium for today's ball game.
Alrighty, let's play ball here. So Dennis Eckersley having an awesome season on 3 wins ahead of his total, 23-8, and definitely a candidate for the Cy Young Award with a 2.88 earned run average, 266 innings pitched, only 245 hits allowed, 66 walks, and 146 strikeouts, and has surrendered 28 home runs. So, other than the 3 more wins, his line is very, very similar to his actual stats. Extremely similar. In fact, you can't get much closer than that. Anyway, Ron LaFleur will lead it off for the Tigers. Play center. He'll be followed by the third baseman, Phil Mankowski. Rusty Staub, LeGrand Orange, will hit third. Batting cleanup is the first baseman, Jason Thompson. Batting fifth in left field, Steve Kemp. Milt behind the plate will hit 6th. Tim Cochran, actually I think it's Tom Cochran, the right fielder, bats 7th. Steve Dillard, the ex-Red Sox, will play 2nd and hit 8th. And Alan Trammell, the shortstop, will bat 9th. For the Red Sox, the defense behind Eckersley is going to be their best, well, not quite their best outfield, with Yastrzemski, Lynn, and Rice. Evans still out, I think, battling some nagging injuries. Out of the lineup today for the 2nd day in a row. Jack Brohamer, Rick Burleson, Jerry Remy, and George Scott in the infield. Again, it's good to see Brohamer at third. I think Hobson will probably be DHing again. So, too bad they didn't, that Zimmer didn't start doing that earlier in the season. That might have, the Red Sox might have not come down to the wire against the Yankees. They may have actually, that may have been a big factor there in their not making the postseason. So, anyway, and behind the plate for the Red Sox is Carlton Fisk. So LaFleur steps into the box, ready to grip and rip. Eckersley looks in for the sign from Fisk. Nods his head. Kicks and delivers as LaFleur comes in with a .287 average, 15 homers, 70 runs batted in. He's having a better season production-wise than he did on the actual season. It's going to be off the 5 column. That's going to be a range check on Rick Burleson, the Rooster. He'll get to it. Plant his feet. And fire over to Scott for out number 1. So next up will be Phil Mankowski, the third baseman. Phil's hitting .271 with 11 homers and 34 runs batted in. Only hit 4 home runs in the actual season and already has 14 more RBIs too, so he's having a much better production-wise season also. So here's the windup and the pitch by Eckersley. That's going to be a ground ball to Remy at second. Plays it on a hop over to Scott. So 2 up and 2 down in the Red Sox for the Detroit Tigers in the first. Next up, Lagrange Orange, Rusty Staub. Right where he should be, hitting .261, 23 homers, and 90 runs batted in. Production-wise, RBI totals are a bit down with Staub. So he steps into the box. Eckersley looks in for the sign. Nods his head. Does his full windup, kicks and delivers. It's going to be off the 6th column. And it's a ground ball also to Remy. Cuts it off, spins, throws, and beats Staub by a step. A nice play by Remy. So the Tigers go in order in the first. That'll bring up Dave Rozema. I'm going to check his card here just to see how he did against the Red Sox. I think it was the Red Sox that he pitched a complete game, getting the win. This might not have been them. I think it might have been the one right before this. He's pitched 2 complete games in a row. So we get a little delay here. Yeah, that was it right there. When he beat them 3-2. Pitched a 4-hitter, allowing only 1 earned run against Mike Torres. Alright, so overall, Rosema's had a good September. Although he did get the loss in one of those. 2 wins in a row. So he's 2-2 in September. The last 2 starts, excellent. Allowing no runs and 1 earned run. Alright, so Rick Burleson will lead it off. The shortstop for batting second, Jerry Remy, the second baseman. Jim Rice in right field will hit third. Batting cleanup, the left fielder, Kyle Yastrzemski. Behind the plate, Carlton Fisk hits 5th. Fred Lynn, the center fielder, hits 6th. And again, Butch Hobson, the DH today. Definitely his best position. His best fielding position is at DH. Batting 8th, the first baseman, George Scott. And third baseman, Jack Brohamer, will hit 9th. So Burleson steps into the box. Behind Rozema, it's going to be Kemp in left, LaFleur in center, and Cochran in right. The infielders, Mankowski, Trammell, Dillard, and Thompson. Not much range in the infield other than Trammell, who's above average. Everybody else is below average. And behind the plate, Milt May is average. Rozema, excellent fielding pitcher with average range and average at holding runners on. So Burleson steps into the box, hitting .276 on the season, 2 homers, 45 runs batted in. It's going to come off the 1 column. And that's a ground ball to Mankowski, 2 hopper, and Burleson is out. So Jerry Remy up now. Remy hitting .289 on the season, 2 homers and 41 ribbies. He'll get one to hit here, right in the wheelhouse. And Jerry Remy is going to take this one deep to straightaway center field and gone. So a rare home run for Jerry Remy. Hit that one to the deepest part of the ball field. And Jerry Remy has hit his 3rd home run of the season, breaking his total of 2. So Jerry Remy, of all people, putting the Red Sox on the board first. I believe he had less than 10 home runs in his entire career. Hits one here. So definitely a rare sight. He only hit 7 home runs. 4 of which in 1977 and just 2 in 78, as we just saw. And he hit 1 in 75, and that was it for his career. Did not hit one from 79 to 84. All right. So Jim Rice up now. As you can see, he's beat his home run total. He's hitting .307 with 47 home runs and 135 runs batted in. Did that in the last game. Only 4 RBIs behind his total. He's walked 60 times ahead of his pace with 135 strikeouts, which is 9 ahead of his pace. Has not stolen a base yet. And he did have 7 on the actual season. So I don't think we mentioned Rozema has a 13-9 record on the replay and just 9-12 on the actual season. Although his ERA is a run higher than in the actual season. Right, Mr. Brody? All right, so think the Red Sox are going to win today? I think so. They better. So, all right, so Jim Rice steps into the box now. Rozema looks in for the sign from May. Red Sox looking to go back-to-back with Remy and Rice. Come on, 1 column. And it will not happen. This is off the 4 column. And that's a ground ball to second. Steve Dill of the ex-Red Sox. Range play on him. He'll get to it. Plant his feet. And make the play to Thompson for out number 2. So 2 down now. The captain, Kyle Yastrzemski, .268 hitter on the season, 16 homers, 74 ribbies. His next home run will equal his total for the season. Could happen here. Off the 6 column. And it will not happen. It's just a base hit, but we'll take it. So Yastrzemski's on with a 2-out single. Thompson will hold him on. That'll bring up Fisk. Fisk hitting .286 on the season, 17 homers, 77 ribbies. Rozema watches Yastrzemski as he moves away from the bag. Holding him close. It's going to be off the 4 column. And that's a line out to Mankowski. So the Red Sox get on the board on a solo home run by Jerry Remy. Yes, Jerry Remy. And it's 1-0 after 1. So Eckersley with the early lead. He'll face Thompson, Kemp, and May. Jason Thompson comes in hitting .308 in the season with 28 homers, 98 ribbies. 2 home runs and RBIs ahead of his totals for the season. And his average is 21 points higher so far. And that's it. Back to Eckersley. Comes up with it. Throws the first. 1 down. So Steve Kemp up now. Kemp hitting .268 in the season. Destroyed his home run total for the season with 23. Only hit 15 on the actual season. 68 runs batted in. Eckersley with the pitch. Off the 4 column. And that's going to be a pop-up to Remy. Waves everyone off. Waits for it and makes the catch. So 2 up and 2 down in Detroit second. I'll bring up Milt May. Milt May hitting .226 on the season. 5 homers, 25 RBIs. Milt, unlike his teammates, not having a very productive year, but his total's about half his home runs and a little more than half of his RBIs. And that's hit to center. Lynn circles under it and makes the play to retire the side. So after 1.5, it's Boston 1, Detroit 0. Fred Lynn will lead it off for the Red Sox. Fred Lynn, speaking of players who are having an awesome season, he's hitting .290, but with 27 homers, 5 more than his total, and 87 RBIs, also 5 more than his total for the season. So it's going to be off the 5 column of Rozema. And he'll find the base hit, single up the middle. So Lynn is on to lead off the Red Sox second. That'll bring up Butch Hobson, 272 on the season, 15 homers, 63 ribbies. Off the 6th column, which is where you want to be if you're a right-handed hitter against Rozema. And he lays it off at the curve in the dirt. And he'll take the walk. So the first 2 runners on for the Red Sox for George Scott. The Boomer comes in hitting 248. 15 homers, 55 ribbies, 3 more home runs, and 1 more RBI than his totals. And that's going to be, whoa, the Scott's going to bunt it. Fielded by Thompson. Throws to first. Oh. So I betcha that tells me that Boston is being managed by the computer. I guess we'll go with it. Boomer is not a bad bunter. I think he's a B bunter. So we will take that. Yep, B bunter. So not out of the ordinary there. Not expected, but definitely not out of the ordinary. So 2 runners in scoring position for Brohamer, hoping to add to the Red Sox lead. Brohamer hitting 244 in the season with 22 ribbies. It's going to be off the 5 column. That's a ground ball back to Rozema. If he gets to it, he'll make the play. So get to it. Look the runner back to third and fire to first for the out. Oh, do we want to do this? Do we want to try to send him? I think we might. I think we're going to have Lynn go off on the pitch. He's a 14 speed, so we're going to try it. And Rozema decides to go to first. Didn't want to risk a throw home. Hobson advances to third alertly on the play. So the Red Sox now with a 2-0 lead as Brohamer gets an RBI ground out. That'll bring up Burleson, who grounded out his first time up. Grounds this one to third. Mankowski up with it over to Thompson. And that'll retire the side. But the Red Sox add a single run. And it's 2-0 after 2. Oh, it is Tim Cochran. I got my Cochrans mixed up. So Tim Cochran up now. He's hitting 50 points higher than he did on the actual season. 317. 2 homers, 36 ribbies. There's the windup in the pitch by the Eck. And that's hit to right. Rice is under it and makes the grab. So 1 down for Steve Dillard, the ex-Red Sox. Hitting just 191 on the season with 9 ribbies. Oh, he might get one to hit here off Eckersley's card. And that's weak power, so thankfully. So just a single. Otherwise, that would have been a home run with any other hitter without weak power. Off the pitcher's card. So Dillard is on with a 1-out single. Scott holding him on. Dillard is a threat to steal. We have Alan Trammell. Trammell hitting 266 on the season with 29 runs batted in. Grounds this one to Remy at second. Nice play by Remy to get to that one. He's going to only play us to first. Had to go a long way for that one. So Dillard will move into scoring position with 2 down. For Ron LaFleur, who grounded out in his first at-bat. And that'll be a fly ball to left. Yastrzemski's waiting on it. Pounds his mitt and takes it in. So after 2.5, it's Boston 2 and Detroit 0. Let's check out some scores from around the league. Baltimore beating Cleveland 4-0. Toronto leads New York 1-0. That's good news. We'll have to keep an eye on that one. See if that holds up. California edging Milwaukee 5-4. Another good sign there as Larry Heisel has hit his 34th home run for Milwaukee. Oakland on top of Chicago 2-0. Seattle edging Kansas City as Kansas City is looking to close out for the division. Minnesota edging Texas 1-0. So California must have... Oh, no, California edging Milwaukee. So California could pull closer. And if they win and Kansas City loses, so nothing's set yet. So Jerry Remy, who homered in his first at-bat, now has 3 home runs on the season, 42 runs batted in. Minkowski and Thompson played in on the grass. It's the wind up in the pitch, and that's going to be a range check on Cochran. 1-6 will be a base hit, and Jerry Remy has one fall in there. So Remy is 2 for 2 now. So diving play, he cannot get it. Ends up knocking it down though, so it doesn't get past him. I think we're going to have Jerry Remy steal here. If he can hit a home run, he can steal a base. See if he can get a jump here. And nope, cannot get a jump 1 through 9, so he's not going to attempt. So Rice up now. Rice grounded out in his first at bat. And Rice is going to hit this one to left. Kemp comes in and makes the catch. Remy trots back to the bag. So 1 down now. And we're going to try to steal again. See if we can get a jump. Nope, still 1-9. That's one thing I don't like about Strat. I think they should probably try to reset that because it doesn't look like looks like it's going by the last time he tried to steal. So anyway, so Yastrzemski up now, singled in his first at bat. Remy unable to get a good lead. Again off the 6th column. That's the split we wanted with Rice, but unfortunately the D20 roll was too high. Oh. So is it caught? I think it is caught. Oh no, it can try to score, so it must have dropped in there. Oh, it's a double. Okay, double, that's right. I was thinking it was a fly ball there. So it's a double. We're going to send Remy with an 80% chance. And they're going to cut it off and allow the run to score, holding Yastrzemski at second. So Yastrzemski made a bid for a home run there. It fell just short. And Remy scores all the way from first, making it a 3-0 game. So Jerry Remy having an excellent day offensively today. Has scored 2 runs and hit a home run. So Fisk up to the plate now, hoping to add to the Red Sox lead. Lined out in his first at-bat. Gets the base hit up the middle. And Yastrzemski will go to third. He'll be held there. So that'll put runners at the corners. With 1 down for Freddie Lynn, single in his first at-bat. And popped up in the air behind the plate. May is after it at the screen. Lynn's just out of his reach. Lynn back in the box. A liner. Hot shot to Trammell. Makes the grab. For out number 2. The runners hold at first and third. So Hobson will walk in his first at bat up to the plate now. Hits this one to right. So the Red Sox are 8-2 in the last 10 games. And Cochran backpedals quickly up with his glove and makes the catch. The Red Sox score another single run and now lead at 3-0 after 3. So Eckersley now with a 3-run lead as Minkowski comes to the plate. Grounded out in his first at-bat. And he strikes out. On the dipsy-do, it freezes Minkowski. Can't get the bat off his shoulder. So Eckersley with his first K of the day. Brings up Legrand Durage, grounded out in his first at-bat. Gets one to hit here, though, right in the wheelhouse. And lays off the breaking ball for ball 4. So Staub gets a 1-out walk, bringing Jason Thompson to the plate. So Staub taking a lead. Being held close to the bag. Eckersley's watching him closely. Thompson up now. And Thompson will strike out. So Eckersley did not get a K into this inning. Now has 2 in the inning. I'll bring up Steve Kemp, who popped up in his first at bat. And that's going to be hit to Remy. Over to Scott for out number 3. So it looks like Mr. Brody is fairly confident the Red Sox are going to win. As looks like he's retired to the back room there. Well, let's see, he's leaving Purple Monkey to co-host. So to bring up the boomer, George Scott. He'll lead it off for the Red Sox here in the home half of the 4th. Boomer laid down a perfectly executed sacrifice bunt his first time out, which led to a Red Sox run. Lines this one sharply to Trammell for out number 1. So 1 down now for Jack Brohamer. Had an RBI ground out in his first at bat. Grounds this one to Trammell. Gets to it. Oh, he's going to boot it here, it looks like. And it goes right between his legs. Didn't get his glove down. Definitely a play Trammell will tell you he should have had. So Brohamer's on with 1 out after the error by Trammell. And I'll bring up Rick Burleson, who grounded out twice today. And that's going to be a range check on May. And so it's going to be a pop-up, which he'll get to. And make the play in fair territory as Brohamer trots back to the bag. So it'll bring up Jerry Remy as a perfect 2 for 2 with a homer and a single. He scored 2 runs. Hits this one to right, and Remy is retired for the first time today. And that'll do it for the Red Sox, as the first inning they have not scored, as they scored single runs in the first, second, and third. And it remains 3-0 as we head to the 5th. Oh, Toronto Blue Jays over the Yankees. I just saw that. 5-0 now, so that's good news. Hopefully that'll snap the Yankees winning streak. Milwaukee also losing to California 5-4. So Milt May up to the plate now. He'll lead it off for the Tigers here in the top of the 5th. It'll be May, Cochran, and Dillard. Flew out in his first at-bat. Gets his revenge here as he gets a single. Takes the wide turn but stays at first as the throw comes in. So we have Tim Cochran, who flew out in his first at-bat. Grounds this one to Burleson. This could be 2 over to Remy for 1. Back to first. 6-4-3 double play. So 2 outs and the base is empty for Dillard. Singled in his first at-bat. Lines this one sharply to his counterpart, Remy. So halfway through, it's a Boston 3 and Detroit 0. The Red Sox can pull off a win today, and the Yankees score holds up and they lose. They can get within 2 games, so we're not done yet. So Jim Rice up now. Rice 0 for 2 on the day. Gets a base hit up the middle. So Rice is on to lead it off for the Red Sox in the 5th. That'll bring the captain, Kyle Yastrzemski, also he's 2 for 2 like Remy with a single and a double. Also has an RBI. Draws the walk, moving Rice to second. So the Red Sox have something going here in the 5th. Looking to add to their 3-0 lead. Fisk 1 for 2, singled his last time up. Grounds this one to Dillard. Slow roller, only play is to first. As the runners move up, Rice to third, Yastrzemski to second. So Fred Lynn 1 for 2, looking to add to his RBI total. Gets a good one to hit here. Hits this one between LaFleur and Cochran. That's going to split them and go all the way to the wall. Rice and Yastrzemski will both score. And Lynn will have himself a 2-run double. So Lynn comes through now in the clutch. Red Sox lead it now 5-0. So the Red Sox pouring it on against Rosa, much better than they did in the first time they faced him, or the last time. Hobson up now 0 for 1 with a walk. And Hobson's going to get a hold of one here. This one is gone into the netting over the Green Monster. So Butch Hobson with a 2-run shot. His 16th of the season, now just one behind his pace. And it's a 7-0 Red Sox lead. And that was the score the Red Sox won last game, I believe. It was 7-0. And it's only the 5th inning, and they're up 7-0 now. With Eckersley on the hill, it's almost automatic. So the Boomer up now. Boomer 0 for 1 with a sacrifice bunt. Not sure how much longer Rozema is going to last today. Definitely not smiling, I'm sure. And that's going to be a range check on Thompson. He'll get to it. Over to first. And we have 2 down in the 5th. So Jack Brohamer up now. Grounded out, an RBI ground out in the 2nd, and a reach down to error by Trammell in the 4th. So that's going to be our hit to Kemp in left. Range check on Kemp. And that'll drop in there. That'll get past him, go all the way into the corner. And Brohamer is going to have his first hit of the day. Actually, I guess it wasn't into the corner. Off the wall, off the Green Monster. So Brohamer is on with a 2-out double. So Burleson looking for his first hit of the day up to the plate now. Gets a good shot here. He gets one in the wheelhouse. One he can drive. But he ends up getting under it just a bit and pops it up to Trammell, who makes the catch to end the inning. But the Red Sox blow it wide open with 4 runs here, and it's now 7-0 after 5 full. So Eckersley in full command has only allowed 2 hits through the 5 innings. He'll face Trammell, LaFleur, and Mankowski. Trammell grounded out in his first at-bat. Hits this one to left past Burleson. So Trammell is on with a single to lead it off in the 6th. That'll bring up LaFleur 0 for 2. Hits this one to left. Yastrzemski has a beat on it. Reaches up and makes the catch. So let's check the scoreboard. Baltimore crushing Cleveland 11-3. Toronto still shutting out New York 5-0. That's good. California edging Milwaukee 5-4. Oakland leads Chicago 2-1. And Kansas City with the lead over Seattle 5-2. Also Texas beating Minnesota 5-1. And here it's 7-0 Boston. Mankowski up now with 1 down in the 6th. 0 for 2 on the day. And Mankowski is going to get a hold of one here. And that one is going to go. No doubt about that one. Eckersley hung that one. His first mistake of the day, and it's a 2-0 lead now. I mean, a 2-run home run, I'm sorry. And it's a 7-2 lead. So Detroit shows some life here. It'll be a Staub, who's 0 for 1 with a walk. Lines this one to Burleson for out number 2. So that'll bring up Thompson. Thompson 0 for 2. Thompson gets a hold of one here. And lines a single, sharp single to center. So Eckersley is showing some signs of fatigue here in the 6th. 78 pitches so far. It'll bring up Steve Kemp, who's 0 for 2. Grounds this one to Remy at second, up over to Scott to end the inning. But Detroit gets on the board on the 2-run homer by Mankowski, and it's a 7-2 game after 5.5. Rozema's still out there, up to 101 pitches through 5 innings. Jerry Remy to lead it off, 2 for 3 on the day with a homer. Grounds this one back to Rozema for out number 1. So Jim Rice, 1 for 3 on the day. Hits this one to left. See if it'll drop in there for Kemp. Oh! And this one's going to get past Kemp. Go all the way to the wall. He has trouble getting to it. Left field can be very tricky at Fenway Park. That one looks like a wall scraper there. Yeah. And he's headed for third, and he'll be at third with a triple. So Jim Rice, I know he hit a triple just the other day. He hit 15 on the season. He was quite a bit behind that. I just want to see if I can quickly... I don't know if triples are listed in here. Oh, here we go. So, he's making it. He's not going to get to 15, but he's got up to 9 triples on the year, so he's definitely... I know at one point he only had like 3 triples, I think, coming into September, 3 or 4. Maybe 5, but he's at least hit 5, I think 4 triples in September. So he's making a run for that, too. So Rice on third with 1 down for the captain. Captain having an excellent day, 2 for 2 with a walk. Single, double, a walk, and an RBI. Looking to remain perfect on the day. And he will not as he pops this one up to short. Trammell calls for it. Makes the catch. And Rice will hold at third. So 2 outs now for Fisk. 1 for 3 on the day. And he lines a base hit up the middle. This will drive in Rice and make it an 8-2 lead. So the Red Sox have scored in all but 1 inning so far. So Fisk with an RBI single. That'll bring up Fred Lynn, who had an RBI, a 2-run double his last time up, 2 for 3 on the day. Grounds this one to Trammell. Throws to first and gets him. But the Red Sox add a run, and it's 8-2 after 6 full. So Milt May up now. It'll be May, Cochran, and Dillard against Eckersley. May singled in his last at bat, 1 for 2. Takes a call, 3rd strike. Only the 3rd K of the day. Well, it looks like Mr. Brody has come back out. I think he's going to go lay under the conference table where it's a little bit cooler, even though we do have the AC going here. Another hot New England day. Oh, he's going to get some water over there. We moved his water dish into a cooler area, as it was getting a little hot in the back room there. See if he joins us in a minute. So Tim Cochran up now with 1 out in this top of the 7th. He's probably getting the trivia question ready for the bottom of the 7th. Conferring with Miss Maggs. And it's going to be off the 6th column. And that's going to be a solid hit to right. So Cochran's on with a 1-out single. Dillard up now, 1 for 2 on the day. And he's going to be a pinch hitter here. Whitaker is going to come on to pinch hit for Steve Dillard. So Whitaker, a 301 average, homer and 44 runs batted in. That home run came against the Red Sox. Oh, it's going to be off the 3 column here, which is his best column. Gets one in the wheelhouse here. But just gets under it a bit as Rice moves to his left, bobbles it, but holds on. Catches it with his bare hand on that one, so that was a close call there for Rice. Rice breathing a sigh of relief as he's not used to playing in right field. He's used to playing in left, seeing them come from a different angle off the bat. So 2 down now for Alan Trammell. Trammell 1 for 2 on the day. And there's Mr. Brody. He's going to join us. Come on, Mr. Brody, join us. There he is. As Trammell makes the final out of the inning. So Mr. Brody getting ready for the 7th inning stretch here. He's doing his 7th inning spin now. Mr. Brody with the 7th inning spin. You doing the 7th inning spin, Mr. Brody? All right. Here he goes, doing another spin there in the 7th inning, getting ready for that trivia question. Spin it up there, Mr. Brody. Here he goes again. All right, so here's the 7th innings trivia question here. This is a tough one. In 1914, Dutch Leonard set the American League record for the lowest earned run average ever. Name that figure. Wow. I'm going to go with 0.88. That's just my guess there. It's just a number that's stuck in my head. 0.88. So we'll see if we can stump Mr. Brody, Purple Monkey, and Mags here. That's a tough one. Here it is. 1.00. Okay, I thought it would be a little bit lower than that, but that's still really low. All right, so Detroit has some defensive changes here as we enter the home half of the 7th. Whitaker will bat 8th and play 2nd. Came in to pinch hit for Dillard last inning. So Rozema back out there for the bottom of the 7th, up to 115 pitches. So Hobson will lead it off. It'll be Hobson, Scott, and Brohamer bottom third of the order for the Red Sox. Hobson hit his 16th home run, a 2-run shot back in the 5th inning. It's going to be off 2 column. And this time, Rozema gets his revenge as he strikes him out. Set up 1 down for the Boomer. Boomer's 0 for 2 with the sacrifice bunt. And the Boomer gets his first hit of the day, a single to left. So 1 on and 1 down for Brohamer, who's having a good day. 1 for 3 with a double. Also reached on an error by Trammell. Lines this one sharply to Trammell at short for the 2nd out of the inning. So Burleson, one of the few Red Sox without a hit, up to the plate now. 0 for 4 on the day. He's grounded out twice and popped up twice. He'll have a shot here. And Burleson gets himself a hit. As Scott moves up to 2nd. Oh, Scott moves up to 3rd as he was off on the pitch with 2 down. So that'll put runners at the corners with 2 down for Jerry Remy. Also having a good day, 2 for 4 with a homer. And that's going to be a ground ball to Whitaker just in the game. Whitaker much better defensively than Dillard. He'll get to this one. Oh, he's going to make a rare play here. Let's see what that is. Whitaker comes up with it, throws the first, and gets him. So nothing rare about that. It isn't always rare. So the attendance just announced here at Fenway, 31,505. And fans very happy as the Yankees score is still 5-0 in favor of the good guys, the Blue Jays. So top of the order up now for the Detroit Tigers here in the 8th. Ron LaFleur is 0 for 3 on the day. Eckersley at 9 will pitch his 100th pitch here. And it'll be a line out to Burleson at short. So it'll be at Phil Mankowski. Mankowski hit a 2-run shot of Eckersley, the only damage off Eckersley so far today. Back in the 6th inning. And this is the ground ball to first. Scott grabs it. Oh, bobbles it a little bit. Takes the flip. Flips it to Eckersley for the 2nd out of the inning. So let's check out the scores here. Still 5-0 Toronto over New York. Underwood enjoying a big Toronto lead. California still in front of Milwaukee 5-4. And you can check out your other scores at your leisure there. So Staub up now with 2 down and the base is empty. 0 for 2 with a walk. Grounds this one to Remy at 2nd. Flips over to... Ooh, takes a bad bounce, stays with it. Over to Scott to end the inning. So the fans singing Sweet Caroline here as we head to the bottom of the 8th. Actually, they're not really. Didn't occur until 1997 as Mr. Brody is getting anxious there. Gets up and... Walks around a little bit. So Rice will lead it off for the Red Sox here in the bottom of the 8th. Rice 2 for 4 on the day. And he's got a single and a triple. Let's see what he can do here. Can this be home run number 48? It will not, but it's going to be a triple over the head of LaFleur. So Rice with his second triple a day, number 10 on the season. Oh, it could be an inside the park home run. Oh, only 35% chance. Man, should we try it? I half want to just to increase his home run total. It's at least going to be a triple, and they're ahead 8-2, so I'm going to go for it. Rice is going to go for it. And he will score an inside the park home run. You got to go for it there. They're up 8-2 at the time. Nobody out. You got to go for it. In the 8th inning. So Jim Rice with an inside the park home run. So Jim Rice can do it all. So Jim Rice now with 48 home runs on the season. 50 is a possibility. So that'll bring up the captain, Kyle Yastrzemski, is 2 for 3 with a double. So an exciting end of the season, no matter what happens. Even if the Red Sox don't make it, it's still an exciting end of the season here. But don't count him out yet. As Yastrzemski grabs his second walk of the day. Yastrzemski having a great day today. Now 2 for 3 with a couple of walks and an RBI. Rozema still in there, surprisingly, up to 140 pitches. He'll face Fisk, who's 2 for 4 with an RBI. And Fisk draws the walk. That's got to be it for Rozema now, I would think. Nope. Well, we'll see. So Fred Lynn, 2 for 4 with a... Oh, here we go. Finally, Dave Tobik comes in for him. So Tobik has appeared in 5 games with no record so far and a 7.90 earned run average. Had no record on the actual season with a 3.75 earned run average in 12 innings. So see what he can do now against Lynn. Oh, that's the good column to be on. And that Lynn with a solid double into the corner. Yastrzemski will score. Oh, we're going to stay aggressive here. Fisk will try to score. And they're going to cut it off. So Lynn with a 2-run double. As Yastrzemski and Fisk come in on that. And it's an 11-2 Red Sox lead. So the Red Sox pouring it on today, much to the delight of the fans. Hobson, 1 for 3 with a 2-run homer. Grounds this one to Trammell. Trammell looks back to runner Lynn over to first. And gets him. For the first out of the inning. So that'll bring up the Boomer. Boomer singled in his last at-bat, 1 for 3. Grounds this one also to short. Trammell again looks Lynn back. Sidearm throws to Thompson for out number 2. So Brohamer up now, 1 for 4 with a double. And he's going to hit this one in the corner. Lynn will score. And Brohamer's going to have himself his second double of the day and his second RBI. So 12-2 now. So I'm bringing Burleson. And we're going to pinch hit for Burleson. Yeah, he got his hit. So we're going to relieve Burleson for a pinch hitter here. Going to give Duffy an at-bat here. Why not? Yeah, we'll put Duffy in. Actually, hold on. Well, Duffy's over his percentage-wise. I guess we'll let Gary Hancock pinch hit for him. Why not? So Hancock in the pinch hit. Oh, no, it didn't work. Oh, well. Hold on here. Yeah, we can't stop. All right, well, Burleson's going to deliver. And now we'll take out... Now we'll leave in Remy. Why not? What's Remy's percentages here? Oops. No, he's not too bad. We can leave him in. We'll have Duffy come in and play second for him. So Remdog in now, runners at the corners. And that's a ground ball back to the pitcher, over to first. Now to retire the side, but the Red Sox score another 4 and now lead at 12-2. So Eckersley looking to close it out here. And we are going to have a couple of defensive replacements here. We're going to bring in Duffy to play second. Definitely not a good defensive replacement, but... And... the heck, we'll bring in Monty to get some play behind the plate. There we go. Rest some of our starters, at least for the half an inning. So Thompson, it'll be Thompson, Kemp, and May, the heart of the order against Eckersley. Eckersley looking to close it out, and strikes out Thompson for the second time today. So 1 down in the Tiger ninth. Kemp up now, hitless on the day, 0 for 3. Grounds this one to Brohamer at third, 1 hopper over to first. So the Tigers down to their last out. Milt May. Milt May is 1 for 3 on the day. And Eckersley gets May to strike out on a called third strike, and that'll do it as Eckersley pitches a complete game. Gets his win number 24 of the season. So Eckersley, regardless, has an awesome season, getting 4 more wins than he did on the actual season. It's likely to be his last. He might have 1 more start, though, too. So don't count it out yet. So Mr. Brody not here anymore. Mr. Brody cooling off. Wow. So let's see here. Eckersley with the win, 24-8. Excellent. 9 innings pitched. 6 hits allowed. 2 runs. Both of them earned. 1 walk, 5 strikeouts. Only blemish, just the 2-run homer by Mankowski. That was it. So Dave Rozema takes a loss, 13-10, 7 innings pitched, 15 hits allowed, 11 runs, all of them earned. Wow. Definitely took one for the team here today. 4 walks and only 1 strikeout, and surrendered 3 home runs. 1 to Remy, 1 to Rice, and inside the park, 1 to Rice, and 1 to Hobson. So Tobit came in and pitched an inning, allowing 3 hits, 1 run. It was earned. So for the Red Sox, Burleson 2 for 6 on the day. Jerry Remy 2 for 6 with a homer and 2 runs scored. Frank Duffy, defensive replacement, did not get in at bat. Jim Rice with a good day today. Just again a double short of the cycle. Yep, just a double short of the cycle again. Inside the park home run, a triple and a single. So Rice with another stellar day, average up to 310 now. Yastrzemski. So Rice was 3 for 5, 3 runs scored, including the inside the park home run. Yastrzemski was 2 for 3 with a couple of walks and 2 runs scored and an RBI. Fisk 2 for 4 with an RBI and a run scored. Montgomery, defensive replacement, not getting at bat. Freddie Lynn 3 for 5 with 3 runs scored and 4 runs batted in. A pair of doubles on the day. Butch Hobson 1 for 4 with a 2-run homer. Scott 1 for 4. Jack Brohamer with a pair of doubles, 2 for 5 with 2 RBIs. So player of the game, I think we got to give it to Eckersley. Eckersley with Lynn right behind him, 3 for 5 with 4 runs batted in. So Eckersley, though, pitched a complete game, allowing just 2 runs on 6 hits, striking out 5. Getting en route to his 24th win of the season. So here we go. Let's check the standings. Let's see if the Red Sox can pull a game closer. Mr. Brody can't bear to watch. That's why he's in the other room. And yes, finally, the New York Yankees lose, and the Red Sox are now just 2 games behind. Magic number is still 4, while Kansas City's magic number is down to 2 now after they pull off a win. California won, but Kansas City also won, so their magic number went from 3 to 2. So the Red Sox still in it with 5 games to go. Magic number down to 4. Can they do it? Things getting exciting here. So after game number 157, now currently they're 1 game ahead of their pace. Yankees still 2 games ahead of theirs. And Milwaukee 2 games ahead of their pace. So all 3 of the top brass in the AL East outperforming themselves in the actual season. Kansas City outperforming themselves, in California way overperforming themselves by 6 games. So some good performances so far. So let's take a look at this matchup for tomorrow's game against the Tigers. So this was from Tuesday's September 26th after having yesterday off. So from Wednesday, September 27th, the Red Sox will send Luis Tiant to the hill against Milt Wilcox, and they did actually win this game in real life. Bob Stanley got the save after Bob Stanley pitched a complete game, getting the victory in his last outing. So the Red Sox looking to get a little closer. Let's see who the Yankees are. How the Yankees did. I think they won today. Yeah, they won 5-1 against Toronto. Let's see who they send to the mound today. So the Yankees, well, tomorrow's, will send Catfish Hunter to the hill against Mike Willis of the Blue Jays. So come on, Blue Jays. So that is it for today. Thank you for joining us in Game 157. We'll be back with Game 158 soon. So stay tuned, and thank you for watching. This is getting real exciting going down to the end no matter what happens. So take care, God bless, and we'll see you in Game 158. Bye-bye now.